scientists aren't very good at talking about what we love, and that's why I'm here. Kate, Emily, Laura, Susie, Rachel, I consider it my duty and my joy to introduce these young women to things they've never seen. Where do the flowers come from? You know, not everything is easy or perfect. I'm trying to push forward the wisdom I was given. I'm Tara, and I speak for the land. I came back to central Illinois and it become capital B beautiful. This is Henry's farm. The quality of a killdeer's cry, or the way every summer night the fireflies rise like a blessing. Our groundwater is contaminated, our neighbors have cancer, our doctors advise us not to get pregnant in the spring, but loving the place, even in the face of what's dying on the place, is my inspiration. My vision is green belts of small family farms, putting healthy food on your table. And you know it's already happening because all of us eat. We can help transform, help the transformation happen by stepping into our power. I am Tara. I speak for the land. You know, I get on my bike and I head down to the river, and there we sit as 8-year-olds catching crawfish and watching the sunrise. I called it river schooling. 35 years have passed and none of it has diminished from my memory. I ask people to imagine Chicago, where we'll have a keg of beer and do a prescribed burn. I have a vision of town councils making room for nature. I have a vision of 1,000 Michael Howards turning vacant lots into a place that connects people to the land. Long ago, I traded my hip boots for a suit and my binoculars for a BlackBerry, but I've never stopped my partnership between me and my oaks, my piece of ground. If more would care for their own home ground, it would be wonderful for the people and wonderful for the land. I'm an overeducated geek, but I want you to know that I do this work for my children. For us, it's about poetry, art classes, film screenings, sculptures, all different ways to touch people and to offer them a handshake with each other. An invitation to work mano a mano. I'm willing to pursue the very things I don't yet know how to do in order to create new allies. I want to put out a welcome mat for nature. I am called. How far do the rights of rocks extend? I saw the water on that restored side shimmering, and it happened again and again. I got the distinct impression that this stream knew exactly what was going to happen the next day. It completely transformed my understanding of science and of land. I do this work because land sings when it is healthy and it weeps when it is unhealthy. My connection to land doesn't allow me to ignore it anymore. I did this once because I wanted to know the names of the birds, and I do this now because every oak is a sacred text. Science is no longer a method to dissect. It's a candle to illuminate. Can whatever magic that remains really be relegated to parts? The greatest impediment lies in the distance between my life and the life of the land. Don't let me be a refuge within my own banks. I am called to speak the words of the scientist with the heart of the poet. We could smell the spill we could see it. I said to Jean, let's stop riding in cars. And she said, listen, John, Jerry Thomas was lost on Tamales Bay. I learned on my first day of not talking that I hadn't really ever been listening. Maybe I should be quiet one more day. I learned that I couldn't lie. Maybe I should do this one more day. I said everything's going to be okay, and then I didn't talk for another 7 years. My dad said, look, son, we're really proud of you, but you got to talk and ride in cars. This is a metaphor of all of our journeys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.